I don't like how meta this is getting, Rick.
Shut up, Morty. You're 14. You watch videos of people on YouTube reacting to f***ing YouTube. I'll be the judge of when we get too meta.
Damn it, an alien spider just bit my finger!
It's an alien cliff. You can just say spider.
So here's a guy walking into a boxcar and is immediately greeted by the ticket please guy. Take note that the guy sitting at the bar with the knife, there's nothing there next to him. So the stranger gives the ticket please guy his ticket, he rips it in half, and now we can see next to the guy sitting at the bar is a stool that wasn't there before.
Barkeep, a drink for my colleague.
Oh.
And don't insult my intelligence by lying to me.
Okay, then, never mind.
So after a short conversation between the two guys at the bar, one of them goes into his story about Rick Sanchez. So as we freeze the video here, we can see that there are two guards over to the right and there's not a third one as the arrow points out here. So the guy tells his soldiers after he dissolves, put someone else in there and dissolve them too.
Once he's dissolved, lower someone else into acid.
But as you can see from this angle, there's now a third guard standing there that wasn't there before. Maybe he needs to be lowered into acid too.
Is he dissolved?
And why do you need to ask if he's dissolved? Isn't there a window right there that can show you whether or not he's dissolved? What's up with the questions?
I love shattering diamonds. I just want to shatter them all the time.
So the guy who's telling the story about Rick is sitting in his chair. Notice behind him the chair stops just above where his shoulders are. So when Rick breaks in, the guy says,
Who are you?
So when the camera pans back over to the guy, we can see that the fluffy part, I'm assuming it's fluffy, behind him is a lot higher than it was before.
All right, this is going in circles.
Stop undressing me with your eyes, Debbie. I just want to work out here in peace. I'm not out here for your sexual titillation. Hey.
So as Goombie turns to walk away, Rick opens the door. He tells him Merry Christmas and we can see outside the door that nothing is there. However, after some dialogue back and forth, we can now see that there are lights that appear outside of the house that weren't there before. So I'm assuming that the animators felt like it would be a little more festive to put lights on the outside, but why couldn't they have done that before? Your guess is as good as mine.
Oh, it's okay. I don't have to. Sorry if that...
No,
I don't want to be a loser who was twice kicked off a city bus for watching Monday Night Raw too loud on her cell phone.
Hey, that happened to me.
In this shot, we can see the mysterious stranger enter the next car. The camera then changes over and we can see a woman standing at the far circle on the floor. The stranger then approaches her with a gun, she puts her hands up, and oh, what do you know, she's at the closer circle versus the further end. Yeah, we know, not the biggest deal in the world, but a mistake nonetheless.
You'll be doing it through 2 holes.
I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with this train.
Do you ever get the feeling people think we're weird?
No, and as a scientist / bounty hunter, I'm extremely perceptive.
So not that this one is an actual mistake, but more of a bonus. Who else out there thinks that this looks like Jada, the White Witch from Narnia?
We all did.
Do you ever get the feeling people think we're weird?
No, and as a scientist / bounty hunter, I'm extremely perceptive.
Hey, what do you know? Not only did they have the White Witch, looks like they also have Elsa, Anna, and I don't know who any of those other people are.
Sprite. He's actually a human.
she's sleepy? What the hell was that?
I didn't see you trying anything.
Shitting the bed isn't better than not shitting the bed.
Where's Summer?
So for this mistake, Rick is wrestling the White Wolf. They pan over to the table and we can now see that there is a full bottle of wine sitting at the table. But when we get a close-up of the White Witch, we can now see that the bottle looks like it's empty for some reason.
But he invented portal tech?
I am the concept of time.
You're still here.
Steven.
I'm sorry. I don't know how I'm gonna get you out of this.
So during the comedy improv scene, notice that the hairy creature with 4 arms has only 1 arm on the table. But as usual, during some dialogue, the camera switches angles. And we can now see that he has 2 arms on the table of the 4.
I mean, nobody's taking our tickets.
Haley, you have to drive him to the test. I do it, but Saturdays are for me.
Here Morty is being pulled back after one of the cutscenes as Rick takes a punch, and the Storylord is kicking his butt. But during the butt kicking, we can see that Rick is given a black eye and a bloody nose. And once again, we go from a cutscene back to reality, and we can see that Rick no longer has a black eye or a bloody nose. Maybe he's got a little invention in his pocket to get rid of black eyes? That wouldn't be beyond Rick, now would it?
What's happening?
The reason I brought you here.
You guys seen the shrink ray? It's usually in the cupboard with the ice cream maker we never use.
Hey, I use it to freeze and eat yogurt.
So just in case this was before your time, if you're wondering why these are vegetables here, these are from the TV show and movies VeggieTales. They are Christian-based cartoons, which is why they tie into the whole Jesus thing. But anyway, Rick and Morty are greeted by the Christian group, and make a visual and mental note that the bear is standing closest to the camera. However, as usual, when the camera angle switches, we can now see that the bear is on the far side and not closest to the camera.
What the fuck is all of this?
Well, I'm not trying to get slimed.
What? It's not a ghost, dumbass.
How do you know?
So what did you think of these Rick and Morty mistakes? Let us know what cartoons you would like to see next, using the hashtag mistakes. Once again, thanks for hanging out with us, and we'll see you next time.
That's good old-fashioned fun right there, you know? We don't need to overthink shit, okay? Okay, buddy.